Moms, let's talk about forgiving our moms. Now, this is part 3 of a series that God has got me talking about forgiving our fathers and our mothers and how it is important that we do that. And to ask God if there's any unforgiveness on the inside of us that we're holding that we don't know about. I told you about my testimony in part 1 and part 2 concerning my dad, how I thought I forgave him and I didn't. And so, and how that little girl came out of me at the end. But, and this series is about forgiving our moms and as moms and how it's so important for us moms because we're so emotional and, we glean and we emulate our mothers. And so whatever they do, we're most likely to do as well because they're girls, we're girls, and we need our moms emotionally. And for many of us, our mom just was not there emotionally because they were too caught up in other things and other people. And for some of us, our moms we just didn't get along with our moms. Like me, I didn't get along with my mom. Unfortunately, we just didn't have a relationship. Many of us, I'm just going to say this, many of us, our moms, some of our moms were jealous of us, unfortunately. And we're like, why? But see, just like part 1 and part 2, when there's a disconnect from God, when our fathers have a disconnect from God, when our mothers have a disconnect from God, they're going to have a disconnect from their daughters and their sons as well. So it's so important as we, as mothers, when we come into the knowledge of Jesus Christ, that we forgive our moms, just like God has forgiven us, because he said he's not going to forgive us if we don't forgive those who have hurt us. And we have to honor them. We have to honor our fathers and our mothers. We have to honor our mother, that it may be well with us. And so as we see, unforgiveness is a sin. And so when we don't forgive, the enemy can come in and have his way in our families. Unforgiveness is an open door for the enemy to come in. And until we forgive, it shuts, it closes. But God has called us moms as a repairer of the breach, as the Bible says, and a restorer of the streets, meaning that God has called us from that family, to, carry our hearts, give our hearts back to God. And so, what that means is that God's eyes, the Bible says God's eyes roam to and fro on this earth to show himself strong and loyal to those whose hearts are loyal to him. And so God see us when we come into the knowledge of Christ, he comes in and he restores our soul. He mends those broken places because our aim is to please him now. And in order for us to please him, we have to forgive, because if not, our daughters and our sons, they're going to be resentful that and our daughter's going to do what we do, continuing the curse. So in this hour, moms, it's so important for us to forgive just as God has forgiven us. He will help you as well. Be blessed, moms.